Here we're having an issue with an ES Classic where the gate opener reaches the closed position and then backs up due to obstruction. The auto reclose starts counting, and once it goes to auto reclose, returns to the closed position and obstructs again. This process keeps happening and happening, and we're going to take you through troubleshooting this issue. The first thing we always want to check when it seems like your closed position has changed or it's missing the closed position is the bracketry to make sure it hasn't shifted. If for some reason the brackets have shifted, then the closed position will actually change on you. So we can look at this. We can see that we have the two bolts in here. If we didn't have this center bolt in, then I'd say this would be a good culprit, because you notice how both of these are shifted over to the right of these oblong holes. This center bolt is the only thing that keeps this from sliding left to right. However, we have the center bolt in securely in place. That's not shifting. On the rear brackets, we have both of our bolts. I can tell they're both still in place going through this bracket. I'd run it through a cycle just to watch it and make sure you don't see the bracket shifting, but at this point in time, I do not believe it's the brackets because they're both still securely in place with this with its second bolt to keep it from pivoting and this with the center bolt to keep it from shifting left and right. Next thing that we're going to check is the closed limit switch. We want to see if the magnet that is inside here is going past the closed limit switch. Let's find the magnet. We can use a washer just like we did during setup. Our magnet is all the way out towards the end. Our limit switch is right about here, which would be about right for that magnet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this limit switch in. I loosened it up with a screwdriver first. I shifted the limit switch to right here. Okay, so I'm opening up the gate a little bit where I can see the magnet is past where I have the limit switch. My limit switch is about here. Now I'm going to let the gate auto reclose, and I'm going to see if the magnet goes past my limit switch. And it does. I know the limit switch is my problem then. There's one screw that holds this cap on the end. Once the cap is off, you can slide the limit switch out the end. Now that we have the limit switch free, we have our other limit switch that we purchased. We're going to cut this one free. Leave about the same amount of wire, and then we're going to splice it to these wires. We're going to use heat shrink butt connectors. These will provide a very good watertight connection. Make sure your connection is tight. Now that we have our butt splices crimped, we're going to go ahead and use our heat gun to seal them. One of them is sealed. Now they're both sealed. I'm going to slide this back inside the track. Then you start tucking the wire inside. Take the cap. Slide it on to hold it. Finish tucking your wire. Move your limit switch into the correct position and tighten it. Now you can try operating the gate.